Hello everybody and welcome back to another, well, Nefer Chronicles video, because apparently she's taking over now. We're basically going to be, apparently we're seeing like Nefer as much as we're seeing like just Kaeya pop up in the beginning. But anyways, we're stuck in her mine. We have to find a way out, and it looks like we're in Sumeru currently, so... yeah, we're just gonna go and find our way out. We have learned a lot about Rerir's backstory in his past in the last one. This time, I have a feeling we're gonna learn about Nefer.
This place looks familiar. That's not a good sign.
What do you mean? Familiar
There's
looking
someone up
places means
ahead.
we're not that lost.
Time for a little chat.
We're in Aru village, right?
I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour. Wait, is that?
Oh, it's him.
It is I, Nefer.
There you are! Sinue's been looking for you all day. I think he has some news for you.
Oh yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose change? I know I saw some Mora.
What do you mean loose change? Oh, come on, I'm too old for this. Just pretend you saw nothing.
Talk to... a Peppy? A Peppy.
Hey, kid.
Hello there.
Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently? I'm trying to get in his good books and I need a way in.
Get in his good books? Why? What do you want with my dad, Uncle Apepi?
I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at the next festival, but I'll need his approval.
A new song, huh? I'd love to stay and listen, but unfortunately, Uncle Retinue says my dad's looking for me.
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there warming up my vocal cords. Come find me when you're done.
Pile of stones. Got it.
Okay,
Hi, Dad.
okay, first
Uncle
person
Retinue
camera
said you were
again.
looking for me.
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could have shared the spoils of war with me.
What
Spoils
war?
of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
War?
It was just a figure of speech. The aftermath of a sandstorm is no time to be waging war. I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back. Which means...
We have water again?
We have a well again.
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could carry. It should last us for a good while.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms, our wells wouldn't be caving in. You wouldn't be spending all your time out searching for new water sources.
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out of hardship and poverty, onto better things. You know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories. And look at us now, squeezed into these hovels. No one would choose this, if it wasn't for the endless wars over the years. But things are looking up. I started working with some folks from the Akademiya a few months back. They gave me some contacts in return for my assistance in the desert.
So you're the Akademiya's helper now?
Special ambassador, they call it. Think of it as a partnership. It's
Yay,
nothing bad,
partnership.
okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long. Seeking opportunities elsewhere is the best thing for us, and the fastest way to progress.
So, do you get anything good out of being a special ambassador?
Of course. My luck's improving all the time. One day...
Is he gonna die?
I swear I'm gonna lead us out of this place. We'll find somewhere new. Somewhere better.
Why are we going so deep in? Cutscene time.
That's our well, and you know it. You stole from us. Well, you've gone from chief to thief, and now you have to face the consequences.
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or both.
And that special ambassador act? Yeah, nice try. We spoke to the Akademiya. They said it was all news to them. You're a liar and a cheat!
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the sight of blood. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert dwellers' weapons of choice. There's a handwritten note on the ground. Let's see what it says.
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. I was the one who helped you and your colleagues avoid the quicksand in the desert. This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the mail, as I didn't receive a reply. I hope this one makes it to you safely. I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well, forcing me to look for another water source in Iab and Unut territory. It was a matter of survival. Praise the gods. The well of the Iab tribe was intact. It was my last resort. I drew what water I could and left, but not without being spotted. I fear they will retaliate. You told me to write to you if I ever needed help. You said you'd be my ally in the Akademiya. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist me for a few days. It's the only way I can convince them that this was the Akademiya's decision and prevent them from retaliating. This is an emergency. Please send help as soon as possible.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. It's badly defaced. Some parts are barely legible. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. Their whole village was butchered over a sip of water.
Ah, officer. Welcome. Welcome to our humble village.
I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable libations.
This is the finest wine our village has to offer. I promise.
The Akademiya has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor. I highly doubt anyone in this desert possesses serious academic potential.
Oh, we're back at it
Please,
again with the
have faith.
racism.
If not in us, then in our god. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her away from this place. Give her a chance. Don't let her talent go to waste.
I don't recognize her. New arrival?
She showed up here a few days ago, and we took her in. She's a really bright kid. Please help. I'm begging you.
So, where are you from?
Nowhere special. Just a sand dune.
What about the rest of your family? How many of you are there?
Just the one.
It's only you?
Correct.
So, no brothers, no sisters, no mother or father?
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and my sisters. Apart from that, I have no family.
All right. Get over here. Sign your name on the form. Nefer? You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
Ah, we're back at the good old Akademiya. Hello, sir. I was told to come talk to you.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a couple more questions I wanted to get your perspective on.
Oh? Please ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier than theirs. Do you really think I'm a weak student?
A weak student? Goodness, no. Quite the opposite. You have a sharp mind. Almost too sharp.
I think what you're saying is, a weak student wouldn't have noticed the discrepancy. And if they did, they certainly wouldn't complain about the lighter workload.
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are, and I'm sure you know why they're like that.
Because of where I come from. Because I'm different.
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't like it any more than you do. It's just... Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions. What's the other one?
I wanted to check. If someone sent me a letter to the Akademiya, where do I go to collect it?
Ah, your family wrote to you. Well, as long as they put your name on the envelope, someone should hand it right to you.
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail would end up if no one collects it.
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail somewhere in there, probably sitting on a shelf. Whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place to start.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Professor.
Oh, don't mention it. Honestly, I feel like I failed you. I'm supposed to be your teacher, but I haven't taught you anything.
Hey, don't say that. You're a great teacher, and you do your best for all your students. But the rules are the rules. You're not allowed to teach students like me. It's not just the Akademiya either. The whole world bends over backwards for the successful, and leaves the losers to suffer and die.
Oh, my dear child. Don't tell me you've given up on life already.
I haven't. I just think that if you want to make it in this world, you have to find a way to become successful.
Well, I can see now where she got, how her attitude is like kind of similar to things of how Al-Haytham thinks. Is it below me? Oh, it's over here, okay. It's in this cute little box over here. It's in this... Oh, it's in it. Get up, Nefer! Alright, there we go.
This must be it. A big cardboard box full of unclaimed mail. And probably some letters that ended up here by mistake, too. Let's take a look.
No, just let me click the prompt. Oh, okay, I have to sit to do it, alright. Ooh, this angle again.
A dilapidation survey from Port Ormos. Looks like it's from a Core of 30 representative. What a strange thought. A bunch of mercs losing sleep over rundown buildings. This one was never even opened. I guess the recipient didn't care what the Core of 30 had to say about anything. Who was it addressed to? I don't recognize the name, but it must have been a Kasharawar professor.
Is it someone's dead father? No, he wasn't a professor at all.
This one is addressed to the Immorta Sage. The title is Changes Observed in Satyavada Life Symptoms. Why do all these letters read like full-blown dissertations? Guided by the incense, we became lost somewhere in the forest. All the barriers between levels of consciousness disappeared as our minds soared around in circles, looking for a branch to seek refuge on. In clinical terms, these symptoms fit the description of incense poisoning. The Immorta Darshan strictly prohibits the use of hallucinogenic substances, but I believe there are still people getting away with it. For example, my neighbor who always breaks out into song and dance after using incense. This seems like something the Akademiya would want to know about. Why wasn't it collected? Wait, what's this written on the back? It's so small. The note says, "The sender authored this letter while under the influence of mushrooms. I would send it back, but no return address was provided. Stamped by the Grand Conservator of the House of Dana."
Well, that must have been their neighbor then.
This next one is addressed to Grand Sage Azar. A few words of protest regarding recent changes in Sumeru's educational policy. In recent years, the Akademiya has taken on a small number of students from the desert region, as per the policy to this effect. However, it appears to me that these students have not, in fact, been provided with educational opportunities that are, in any meaningful sense, equal to those enjoyed by their peers. As well as receiving dumbed-down assignments and perfunctory tutoring, they do not even have full access to the Akasha system. Education is the fundamental purpose of this institution, which should go without saying in a nation whose founding virtues are knowledge and wisdom. I ask you, is the lip service we pay to the policy of education for desert students truly the standard of pedagogy to which the Akademiya aspires?
It's good to be back in Sumer again. Racism.
As Grand Sage, policy decisions are your prerogative, but do not forget your roots. You and I were once students too, as was everyone else in this institution. I do hope you will give some serious attention to this matter. I encourage you to discuss issues like this with myself and others, and listen to some alternative opinions. Great letter. Shame it didn't get to where it needed to go. And the sender is... Sage Cyrus of Spontamod.
Hey, that's I think that's one with Sino? Yeah, cause Sino's from Spontamon. I think Cyrus is the one who...
I didn't realize anyone else even knew how bad students like me have it in this place.
Yeah, he eventually goes on
so this
for
is where letters
teaching.
From the Sage of Spontamod end up. Nice one, Grand Sage. Really enlightened leadership.
With Sino.
Whatever. This isn't what I came here for.
I remember that name.
Moving on. I'm not exactly holding out hope that a letter sent from the desert would even make it here. But if it did, where else would it end up if not in this box?
Did they just dump it in this box?
I can't believe how much discarded mail there is. Must have been years since someone last went through it all. And this is just one box. The whole House of Dana is boxes on shelves. I don't believe for 1 second that any human being has sat down and read through all the documents in this place. Who has that much free time on their hands? Wait, could this be it?
Looks like, I was about to say, the next one looks like it. Least fancy envelope in the box, written on crude, quality paper. And of course, it would be right at the bottom of the pile. Clearly, no one gave this letter so much as a first glance, let alone a second. The handwriting on the envelope looks very familiar.
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. I was the one who came to you and your colleague's aid when you ran into trouble in the Great Red Sand. I don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety and gave you some water and other supplies. You seemed very pleased and told me your name. In my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious business, and I therefore see you all as friends. You were kind enough to leave your contact details, so we could stay in touch. The Shimti tribe lives a harsh, nomadic existence in the desert. You were sympathetic towards my plight, promising to make me a special ambassador of the Akademiya and help us find a way to make a better living. This brings me to my reason for writing. Our tribe has fallen on particularly hard times, and I would like to ask for your assistance. There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago, which blocked up the well in our land. To ensure my people's survival, I had no choice but to venture into Iyab and Unut territory in search of an alternate water source. The Iyab and Unut are descended from the Thamudians, while we trace our ancestry to Tulatala. We worship the Lord of Flowers and have had relatively good relations with our fellow tribes up until now. I found a well belonging to the Iyab tribe. They declined to help us, but I really had no other option. So I took some water to keep me and my tribe alive. My actions are certain to incur their wrath. When we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the Akademiya. I would like to take you up on that offer, because I really need your help. I wonder if you could send an Akademiya representative to meet with me. That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that the Akademiya had started accepting students from the desert, and I told you a little about my daughter, Nefer. We have next to no resources here in the desert, and my power and influence are limited. Would you consider enrolling my daughter at the Akademiya? She is a smart girl. I know she won't disappoint you.
From the outset, the Akademiya never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just empty words. I doubt they even remember the name Sinuhe. And you were so emphatic that your luck had finally changed for the better. You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You spoke with such conviction, like you were the most powerful chief in the whole desert. You liar. You lied about everything. You promised the world and delivered on none of it. And who fell for it? Just me, by the looks of it. Despite your best efforts. Which makes you a pathetic liar.
Your father
even any
just
good at it.
died. Well, not just died, but he died. He at least tried something, Nefer.
I think I'll take over from here. Let me show you how it's done.
Okay, Nefer. Bid farewell to what? Alright, well, I guess we're saying goodbye to this person. I didn't know she even... Did she not graduate from the Akademiya then?
I
Did she just
came
drop
to
out?
say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done for me in my time here.
Nefer? You packed your bags. Where
So she
are you
didn't graduate
going?
from the Akademiya.
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown. Gonna head back and deal with it.
Huh? But This was a hard-won opportunity for you. You know that better than I do.
It was. But it doesn't matter. I have more important things to deal with, and they can't wait. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your desk. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although, I did read somewhere in the House of Dana that it has hallucinogenic effects. Don't use it all at once, alright?
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown? You're just letting me have it? But you said it's a rare and valuable commodity.
Yeah, about that. I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown that are practically overgrown with this plant. It's not worth much. Keep it, it's fine.
But Nefer...
Alright, that's all from me. You take care.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right? We're friends.
Yeah, I'll remember you.
You're lying right
I
there,
lied
aren't you?
Again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare find even in those ruins. And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. No time to reminisce. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way, I expect I'll forget you pretty quickly.
Is she gonna go attack some people? Because I'm not ready to attack people, I'm just saying. Oh, okay, I see. We may attack some people. Or we may be able to talk it out like civilized people.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Akademiya want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume there's a big business deal to be made. If not, I'd be very disappointed.
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all special ambassadors share my admiration for the Iab people. The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to rubble and sand. But the story of the Iab has a very different trajectory. Others grew weak, but you grew strong, beginning in obscurity and moving to prosperity. You're the only ones who defied the trend.
Huh. So, you do know who you're dealing with?
This
Nah, I
well
just
is
pulled
the
all that out of my
perfect
butt.
symbol of your strength, is it not? It used to belong to the Unut, but it looks like you have control over it now.
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to flatter us.
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good news. Some information that recently came to light, which might just be your ticket to freedom. Records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under Iab control is built on top of some ancient ruins. These ruins are of great archaeological interest to the Akademiya. I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident that this is the well in question. The Akademiya is offering 50 million mora in return for excavation rights.
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say, 50 million's a little low, don't you think?
Don't get greedy, Iab. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your rise to power? To drive away the Unut and steal their water supply?
So what if it was?
We'll take the money, or I don't know, we'll attack you. Or I'll attack you.
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Akademiya is only interested in dealing with the de facto power holders in the region. I hope I am making myself clear.
Just take the
And
deal.
I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Akademiya is trying to play me, I'll hunt down every one of your people and make you watch as I cut their heads off one by one.
I assure you, Chief, that would not be in your long-term interests. You don't want to make an enemy of the Akademiya. You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize an ambassador's attire when you see it. And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway? You really think the Sumeru Akademiya would bother to come all this way just to lie to you? We have more important things to worry about.
All right, I take your point. The Akademiya is the highest authority in the land. I'm sure you're trustworthy people. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news. In fact, it calls for a celebration. Would you do us the honor of staying a while and enjoying some Iyab hospitality?
Gladly. I am partial to wine myself, and I trust you are as well. So let's indulge in a few drinks together, in celebration of this momentous occasion.
Elated, the Iyab drink the night away. The prospect of the new wealth is almost as intoxicating as the wine. But when the new day dawns, it brings some shocking news.
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've taken the well.
What? Well, don't just stand there. Take it back.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the Iyab's military superiority, and yet...
Well, what is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well. This can't be a coincidence. Perhaps there is a traitor in your midst.
Oh, she's gonna break him down from the inside. I see you, Nefer. I see you.
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Akademiya will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot regain control over the well, I'm afraid you won't see a single mora of that 50 million.
No! Please, Ambassador, just give me some time. I swear the Unut will not get away with this. That well is ours, and so is the mora.
Glad to hear it. I will wait here for an update.
If there is a traitor, I will find them. In the meantime, make yourself at home. I'll report back as soon as I have an update.
Much obliged. Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him wrapped around my finger. What an amazing feeling.
So, in summary, Ambassador, the Akademiya would rather negotiate with our tribe instead of the Iyab, yes?
The Iyab are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the gall to interfere in our research projects in the desert region. So let me ask you, Chief. If you were the Akademiya, what would you do?
Kill them all, of course.
Precisely. The Akademiya does not tolerate those who stand in our way. The Iyab have held back our academic pursuits for too long, and our patience is wearing thin. At the same time, There is simply no way that the Akademiya can be seen to be intervening in desert affairs. I'm sure you understand where I'm coming from.
We have our own rules out here. If the rainforest dwellers raised arms against a desert tribe, you'd start a bloody war.
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. The Unut have always had strained relations with the Iab, which makes you our natural allies. Natural allies? Weren't the Iab your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when we stole that water. And now look at you. You're at each other's throats. Let me be clear. The Akademiya wishes to collaborate with the legally recognized rulers of the desert in this matter. We are asking for excavation rights to that well, and our offer is 50 million mora.
Say no more. I believe we have an understanding.
Good. Then I suggest you get
She's
to
gonna
work.
make them wipe each other
Get us
out,
access
one
to
by
that
one.
well,
Dang,
and
girl.
the mora's yours. You see, Dad? Lying is easy when you know how. People will believe anything.
Alright, well, I mean, it makes sense for her to start being ruthless. I mean, they just, like, murdered her entire village in front of her. So, you know what? Do whatever you need. They got all pissy over a little bit of water. They can fight themselves to death. Hey, look, a bird.
Look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but your butchered bodies bleed like any others.
Well, I don't see any blood,
You're
so...
no different. You're nothing special at all. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings. What a joke. I think we're even now. Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. It's a better place without all these people around. Oh, Sinuhe, my gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, our tribespeople would still be alive. In this dog-eat-dog world, a chief needs to be tough to survive. But you couldn't do what had to be done. So I did it for you.
Nefer, it's okay. All of this is in the past now.
Not Llama going immediately to comfort her.
I believe I remember you promising to remain silent.
Nefer, damn!
Yeah, but even so...
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
You got this, Yehoda. It's your time to shine. And you're the one who gets fired, not me.
Time for a sharp turn onto a completely different topic. So, anyway, that's enough of that. When are we getting out of this place? Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired. Oh, Alma, you tired?
Yes. If we can find somewhere to sit down, I could certainly do with a rest.
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead.
Is this situation about to reach a conclusion?
Yes.
Really? A temple? That's where this story ends?
Well, let's just shut up and listen to it, honestly.
I guess that's how things go in the desert.
I've been to a similar place with a friend from the desert before.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny.
Was it Sethos?
Or so everyone says. I never wanted to believe it, but looking back now,
I think Sethos was the one we went into a temple with, right? I don't think it was anyone else.
You mentioned a temple. What's waiting for us there?
Alhaitham?
My
I don't remember
biggest
Alhaitham's
trade
story
secret
quest.
of all.
Ah. Then I'm guessing it's where you got your power from. The power to peer into other people's minds.
I didn't know you were clued up on any other religions.
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru.
It's a
but
free country,
since you
okay,
come from
Nefer?
the desert, I would imagine it has something to do with King Deshret.
And the 7 pillars who served him. They are major figures in the desert belief system too. These are
impressive.
I have some friends with connections to this stuff, especially with Hermanubis.
I know who you mean. General Mahamatra
Yes,
Sino.
I know.
The spirit of Hermanubis dwells within him.
That's Boss Neff for ya. She knows everything.
Yeah, I'm friends with
Sino's
Sino.
hardly a figure of obscurity, but I know about Sethos too.
I just mentioned him before.
What about him? Is he a big deal or something?
Well, he's not a small deal, let's put it that way.
You sure know your stuff. That's her
Please,
job.
This is the bare bone basics. Save the flattery. Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take in. With any luck, that's our exit just up ahead.
I mean, her job is to know stuff, so... Continue exploring. Yippee. Let's get out of this desert. That wasn't Aru Village. And what are the villages? Because that looks familiar. Like one of those villages. Is this the one I think of? Oh yeah, this is one of the ones that you had a quest here. Yeah, I know this one, yeah.
Uh-oh. 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 I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to add about any of this stuff. Like, look at that statue, for instance.
It's a nicely carved
I
statue.
want to do the whole name dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing too, but I've never seen anything like it
Isn't that King
before.
Deshret? I forgot what he's
statue
portrayed
with
as.
the head of a bird.
Looks like something out of King Deshret's mausoleum.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. The legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and the Goat King were the 3 retainers of King Deshret. Let's take a look.
It's been a while since I've been in Lake Sumeru. But yes, those names sound familiar. We may have peered a bit too much in Rerir's memories because he just came out and almost killed Nefer. And probably would have killed us next. Don't worry, we got assistant help by Columbina and Insleaf. You certainly did well.
It's okay.
Thank you. Certainly did, thank you.
Glad
Oh.
no one was hurt.
Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive to the dangers involved.
He found us real
I had
quick.
a duty to ensure your safety.
I guess because the more we peered
Good to
closer, the
know
more he
your
probably
sense
felt
of
it.
Justice is still intact after all these years.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes as a great relief.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Rerir inside the chess set.
Whoa, really? How'd you manage that?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rerir, it seems I alerted him. I was tracking him, then he caught on and started tracking me too. Can't say I'm surprised.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone? That shouldn't be possible.
He has the power of the abyss.
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is
Also
an
that too.
expert at finding a trail and hunting down his pursuers.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King.
Which is
you
the
all
cat.
saw how this came to be.
Oh,
A long
Ibis,
time
which is
ago,
close to...
the Iab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home village. A few years later, I enrolled in the Akademiya, where some new information came to light. The Unut and the Iab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million mora. The Iab ultimately won that confrontation, but their victory came at the cost of almost every warrior in the tribe. The final blow to the Iab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes. The remaining Iab fled and have been scattered to the winds ever since. Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. There it was, seemingly immune to the relentless hostility of the desert, while my tribal home lay in ruins. As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit
yeah, I
of
think
the
it is
Ibis
supposed to be
King.
based off of the
He led me to a gate deep inside the temple.
the Egyptian god,
and there,
goddess
he made a
Isis.
deal with me. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret.
That's all I know
and
about
represents
Egyptian
his
stuff, just
power
that
of
one
piercing
thing.
analysis. With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, you could conclude that the Ibis King simply wanted to give the people of this world the power to seek the truth, but I don't believe that's the full story. Every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any human's, full of secrets, perversions, egotistical tendencies. But precious few gods are willing to admit this.
It is
Oh,
the
dance
same with
sleeve,
all
know that?
powerful
Oh, well.
forces, including
You don't like
fate
them
itself.
gods.
Their gaze falls preferentially upon a select few. As you rightly point out, this is an act of favoritism.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything I've learned.
Before long, the group is gathered in the office. They're too busy to tend before the others. Okay. Look at that big cat tree.
Thank you all for being here.
Oh, we got everyone else here.
As promised, I did some further investigating into the Racher of Solnari's background. I am pleased to report that the investigation has been most fruitful indeed. The Racher of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Khanrian subject who served the Vinster King. I will now share the important details of his story.
His
Please
wife
save any
left.
questions or comments
He's in
for the
ruins, heartbroken, trying to find his wife. Nefer narrates Rerir's backstory to the group. At the Vinster King's At the Vinster King's behest, he gathered intelligence and assassinated descendants of the Crimson Moon dynasty, unwilling to take down his beloved Tholindis, who was secretly of Crimson Moon heritage. He then got dragged into court politics. Verdofonir's voice, which spoke to him of his fate, was like a reflection of the moon. Though he could disturb the waters to gain some temporary relief, he was powerless to erase it entirely. In contrast, Rerir's own life was like a reflection of a broken moon. Once the stormy winds of fate blew across the water's surface, it was utterly destroyed. Tholindis smuggled away a piece of the moon before disappearing through that mysterious portal. It was passed down through the ages, finally falling into the hands of the knave. But what lies on the other side of the portal? Is it really a whole other world? I don't know, let's check out one of the other Hoyo games. Tholindis never had a chance to share what she found there. Neither did Rerir, who followed her in.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But
it does not excuse his many transgressions.
He may be
No matter how
heartbroken, but
much
he
Rerir
cannot destroy
suffered
the
in
world because of that.
past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt, wreaking havoc upon innocent lives in Krai. He becomes more dangerous with each passing day.
Is it when he went
If
through?
left
Did his
unchecked,
like
it is
body
simply a
break?
matter of time
Because it
before
was too
all
much
of
when he
Teyvat
tried to go through
suffers
the
the
portal.
consequences. This is a threat that the Knights of Favonius cannot ignore.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous.
And there was a red
but have
moon
you
when
ever seen the
Conria
spatial
fell,
gateway that
so
appeared in Rerir's memory?
maybe the child opened it up.
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate, and this seems to fit the description.
Miss Lauma, any thoughts on this?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. Some sources speak of ancient knowledge, others of a gateway to the unknown. The
Or
term
some
Moon
say
Gate
it's both.
is one I have heard before. But as is the case with all of our legends, there are no records of any first-hand witnesses. We cannot know whether it truly exists.
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea of where the Moon Gate leads to?
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well.
Is our plan, or are we just gonna open it and just push him through and go, "We have found your wife, have fun," and just close the
But
gate on him?
There's more to the power of the Frost Moon than that?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the Moon Gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as Nefer mentioned, holding open a spatial gateway takes a huge amount of power. And right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Racher of Solnari. I'm afraid this is one mystery we may have to leave unsolved for now.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gateway. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Racher of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments. With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the Wild Hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie, drawing hordes of monsters to many different locations across the land.
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the Wild Hunt is a distributed phenomenon, rather than a unified one?
Makes sense to me.
That's what I just said. I
Explains
said
why
it
the
first,
Wild
Flint.
Hunt
I
is
take
so
credit.
pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was whole to begin with, and he wants to be whole again.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss, much like a curse, has
But then
kept
wouldn't
him
that mean
alive.
Tholindis is dead then?
I could not
She wouldn't
agree
have made it
more.
through.
The power of the Abyss is most surely a curse.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, if a curse has extended its lifespan unnaturally, it will continue to survive in spite of everything. This raises some interesting questions. I will run some experiments and see if there is any validity to my suspicions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a thorough investigation. Already, it has greatly enriched my understanding of the entity we face.
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful as we look to formulate the next stage of our plan.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just... when I think of the man I once knew as Rerir, I struggle to understand why things had to turn out like this.
Ask your
The two of
brother.
You used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort, but my heart goes out to you.
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and lies, and the skies are host to many more mysteries than these alone. Yet, none of that can begin to compare with the complexity of human life.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you, both.
And I have not been comforted in a long time.
I think this is a good place to end today's meeting.
Yeah, I think of it
sure
too.
Nefer needs some time to recover. She's been through an awful lot today.
And she almost got killed too.
Very thoughtful
Twice.
of you, Lama.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and digest before we reconvene to nail down a plan.
Back at the hotel, you sit with Paimon for a while and discuss what lies ahead. You guys are not going to give me any time?
Hey, is
Hey,
this a
Varka.
bad time? Hope I didn't kill the conversation.
No, not at all. Nice to meet you, Varka. Well, actually, nice to have a one-on-one talk with you where it's just going to be, you know.
Nice room. Oh, I'm not coming in, though.
Why not? It's just a hotel room.
If it's all the same, I'll just stay out here. I might not look the part, but I'm technically a knight. Barging into people's private quarters isn't the kind of thing we do. Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest, but before she left, she shared some things with me that I thought you should be aware of. Firstly, although she managed to trap the Racher of Solnari inside her chess set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one of the 5 sinners. Their powers are beyond our comprehension. It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out. We have to come up with a plan and take care of him before that happens.
I'll punch him.
Honestly, I figured that might be the case. So, how long have we got?
Imagine he says 2 hours.
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like she was trying to convince me how precious her chess set is. What a long and storied history it has. It felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will? Anyway, after all that, she finally answered the question. 2 days, at most.
2 days? Holy moly! Can we even recruit enough help in that time?
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. But given how little time we have, there's no way we can pull this off without his help. You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you could talk to him for us?
I'll see what I can do.
Great. I appreciate it.
No guarantees.
All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Durin, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. Can't promise it's gonna work yet, but at least it's a start. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore it further once everyone's recovered.
Ask away.
Oh, Paimon's dying to hear this.
Shut up, Paimon.
All right, so here's what we're thinking.
In a hushed voice, Varka lays out the current plan. It's a shocking plan, but nothing can faze the greatest traveler and trustiest travel guide in Tevat. It doesn't take you long to get behind it.
We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this. I mean, firstly, you're not locals, and secondly, none of us are your boss. You're well within your rights to refuse if you so choose.
Roping us in? Why would you even say that? We know the stakes here. It's all of us against the Racher of Solnari, or none of us stand a chance.
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think there's an art to striking a down-to-earth tone even when the stakes are through the roof.
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about this plan.
I'm all ears.
You know it's serious when they let the voice actor talk.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated. In my view, the most sensible lineup would be like this.
I see your point, yeah. But if that's how we're going to approach this, you'd better make sure you're ready.
I'll punch him. I'll do it for free.
I don't doubt your abilities.
I'm joking.
Far from it.
I really don't want to do like a big boss battle.
Are you really willing to take all this on?
I want to do everything within my power. The Racher of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent, and if I do my part, it'll greatly reduce the risk for everyone else involved.
The last thing I fought was a big
Well,
dragon. A
that
big
tracks
abyss
with what
dragon.
I've heard.
I can fight
Jean's
a man
mentioned
full
in
of
her
abyss
letters that
power.
you're so diligent it's almost abnormal. As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. But you seem to just march towards danger without a moment's hesitation. Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer. But all that aside, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, and you're our honorary knight. I want to make sure your courage doesn't come at the expense of your safety.
Thank you, Sir Varka.
I should be the one thanking you. It means a lot to have you on board. I'll give some serious thought to your suggestions.
Varka gives a very knightly bow and says he'll see you at the hotel again later. He has arranged for everyone to meet and finalize the plan of action. In an effort to lighten the mood, he booked out the hotel for this meeting, so you could all chat over a drink. As the moon rises in the sky, you and Paimon leave your room, discussing whether Paimon has any other options than fruit juice. She does not. Everyone is already there waiting for you. They're chatting and smiling. Clearly, the rest has done them good. As well as the existing crew, some unexpected help has arrived. Still, you remain conscious of the fact that the future of Node Krai rests on what is decided tonight. So many lives are at stake. You may never meet most of them. But whether they know it or not, all of them are counting on you. Game of Blood and Sand. Alright everyone, we're gonna end it here for tonight, and, well today, why did I say tonight? Today. Though in the game I think it's nighttime. Actually, it is supposed to be. Anyways, today, we're gonna end it here for today. I hope you are enjoying this story quest so far, the Archon story quest so far. It looks like we may be finishing up soon. I'm surprised. I'm getting through this a bit faster than I realized. But then again, since I've just been kind of like being pushed through all of it, and my recordings have gone on from usually the few like 43 minutes to now basically an hour and close to an hour and 30, but you know, it's fine. We're going through this quest I have been really enjoying. So far I'm loving Node Krai's story quest. I don't feel like there's been any moments that have been really like down for me where I'd be like, I feel like it's slow down here. Not really. I'm actually really enjoying it. I hope you enjoyed this video too, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye!